But Ben, the biggest news this week on this stuff is the foreign policy staffing that's starting to happen. So as of Tuesday afternoon, here's who has been leaked as filling out positions in a way that seems, all but confirmed in most cases. So Congresswoman Elise Stefanik will be the U.S. ambassador to the United Nations. Florida Congressman and former Green Beret Mike Waltz will be National Security Advisor. Florida Senator and current Senate Intelligence Committee Chairman Marco Rubio will likely be tapped to become Secretary of State. That's the one that's the most kind of hedged in the reporting so far. And then South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem is going to be Secretary of Homeland Security. RIP to any dogs that tried to cross the southern border. We don't know who will be Secretary of Defense, but we know it will not be Mike Pompeo, who got spiked via Trump's social media post, as did Nikki Haley for any job in the administration period. And we know it won't be Senator Tom Cotton because Cotton pulled himself out of the running. So let's start with the big picture, and then we can go through these individuals one by one. I think the key through line here is loyalists and sycophants. Rubio is the one pick that surprised me the most. He is a neocon. He's a hawk. He's exactly the kind of person that the MAGA world says they hate. And you're seeing some of this play out on social media. There's some MAGA types that are very pissed about the Rubio pick. But Rubio also spent the last few years kissing Trump's ass at every occasion, including after he was passed over for the vice presidential nominee, which apparently Trump noticed. So here we are. I'm a little bit relieved that some of the worst haven't been named to jobs yet. People like Kash Patel, Rick Grinnell, Mike Flynn, who are like MAGA crazies, for lack of a better word. But I'm sure, that punch in the face will be coming. Waltz is not who I expected to be National Security Advisor. There seems to be some Florida favoritism happening. Maybe that's like the Susie Wiles impact, the new chief of staff. But apparently Waltz has been close to Trump for a long time and was considered like a Trump whisperer in the first administration. As a whole, though, I mean, this group it tilts a little more hawkish and establishment Republican than I'd expected. I would say it's bad news for Ukraine, bad news for anyone who wants a humane immigration policy, bad news for Iran, because you have to think that given the assassination plot reporting and then the arrest that just happened, that Trump is going to want to fucking destroy them. And then Rubio and Waltz are really hawkish on China. Maybe that's good for Taiwan. This crew is terrible for the Palestinians. They'll back whatever Israel wants. And then it just weirdly, I mean, you keep seeing these reports that Elon Musk, Donald Trump Jr., Tucker Carlson, and Rick Grinnell, and kind of like MAGA media types, are playing an outsized role in personnel selections. So I don't know, maybe that means we'll see some